I'm Shamini, currently pursuing BTech Computer Science Engineering from Karunya Institute of Technology and Sciences. Today, I'll be explaining my Java project, File Handling in Java, which demonstrates different file handling operations. In this project, I have created a menu-driven application that allows users to create, rename, and delete files, create directories, display the absolute path of a file, list all files in a directory, and analyze a text file to count characters, words, and lines, then write the results to another file. So first, I have used two packages. This package is used to handle input-output operations like reading, writing, and fine manipulation. Java util is used for the scanner class, which allows user input through the console. I have created a class name file operations. A static scanner object is created to read input from the user for all the operations. Now I have created a method create file which asks the user to enter a file name. It creates a file and uses the method create new file to create it on disk. If the file already exists, it notifies the user. File, here it is given, file already exists. If the file already exists, it notifies the user. Exception handling ensures any IO exception is caught safely. This function takes two names, the old file name and the new file name. It uses rename to method of the file class to rename the file. If successful, it prints file renamed successfully. Otherwise, it shows an error. The delete file method deletes a file using the delete function. It checks whether the file exists and displays a message based on success or failure. Next, I have used a method create directory. This method allows the user to create a new folder using this dir method. The method checks if the directory was created successfully or if it already exists. The next method I have used is find absolute path. So this function displays the absolute path of any given file name. It uses the get absolute path method of a file class. Then this method checks if the given path is directory using is directory. If it true, it lists all the list, dir lists. If then loops through each file name and prints it. This is the most important part of the code. So it reads data from a text file named data.txt and counts total characters, total words, and total lines. Buffer reader. So buffer reader reads each line. Each line increases by line count. The number of words is calculated by the split method. After calculating, it displays the counts on the screen and writes the same summary into another file called report text using file writer. Now, the main method provides a user-friendly menu-driven system using a do-while loop. It repeatedly displays options and performs the corresponding operation based on user input. The switch statement executes the selected option and the loop runs until the user chooses to exit. The user can choose any option by entering a number. After each operation, control returns to the main menu. I'll run the code now. So when I run this program, it displays this menu. Each option corresponds to one file operation. So the user can enter a number from 1 to 8 to perform particular task. The program continues running until we choose option 8 exit. So I selected option 1. Enter file name to create your Java experiment 1. File created experiment 1. I'll give one more name, experiment 2. So we'll rename the file from 2, enter existing file name, we'll give experiment 2. So this is used to rename a file. So enter new file name, experiment 4. File renamed successfully. Now we'll delete a file. Which is experiment 1. File not found or cannot be deleted is an exception thrown. So let's give experiments. We'll run the code. So this is the output. When I run the program, it displays this menu. Each operation, each option or each When I run the program, it displays this menu. Each option corresponds to one file operation. So the user can enter a number 1 to 8 and perform a particular task. The program continues running until we choose option 8 to exit. So I selected option 1 to create a new file, example 1. Give enter existing file. I have given option 2 to rename a file. It is example 1 and I'll give it as example 3 and we'll create one more file, option 1, example 4, and next we have created a new file, renamed a file, and now let's delete a file which is option 3. So the file name is example 4. File deleted successfully. And let's create a directory and give option 4. So enter directory name example 3 and directory already exists. We'll give enter choice 8 exit. So in this program, the output demonstrate the program can successfully handle various file and directory operations. It's a practical example of how Java's file reader and buffer reader and file writer classes work together to manage the file efficiently. To conclude, the project